Today I just got my package in that I had been expecting because I placed an order with Sophie and Toffee. I figured I'd go ahead and unbox it and see what we have. All the supplies in this box I purchased. I am not being sponsored by Sophie and Toffee. They're not aware that I'm doing this, I'm sure. But if you'd like to get 10% off an order and help support me and my art, there is a link in the description to a 10% discount off your order. So please use my affiliate link. It would really help me out. Oh, I love peanuts. Very well packaged. Aw, look, the bubble wrap has hearts on it. How cute. Okay, so the first thing that I ordered was the Sakura kit. It comes with the bezels and the stickers and some UV resin, tinted UV resin. So this one comes with a pink, can't go wrong. It comes with stickers and some kind of film, not sure what that's for. And I think this is going to be a UV light. Yep, and it's pink. Very good. And I have a little lanyard. And a pom-pom. Whoop. And some more accessories. Alright, let's see. I have some clear resin. And I have some white resin. And then there's the bezels and some more findings. Oh, and that's smaller than I thought it would be, but that's okay. I like it. I was worried it was going to be too big, so this is perfect. So it's a, flower, so we can make our own rather than use the bezel, and some key rings and stuff, so I'm going to put that away. So the next thing I ordered was a lab flask shaker mold. I thought this one would be a little bit bigger because I have an idea for that. Remember what I ordered so that I don't forget anything. Alright, so I got a big bottle of the thin type of clear resin, UV resin. So this is their regular epoxy. So I wanted to try their brand too. The brands that you get out of Michael's and Hobby Lobby, I have yet to find one that I like. It's a 3-to-1 ratio. This is a piece that I had poured into a silicone mold just to test the details. And I just had some spare epoxy that I had on hand, so I went ahead and poured it just to see. Anyway, this was 2 years ago. And look at the yellow. Not happy with that. And hopefully this was just one bad batch and many. But that's very discouraging. Sophie and Toffee's products, I wanted to try theirs to see because it's supposed to be ultra clear and not yellow. Because, like I said, that is very disheartening. So, I'm going to try that out. This, and this should be my mold maker. Silicone, translucent silicone mold maker. I have some things that I want to mold up myself, and so I've got the bit to do it. Like I said, I'm going to have some fun making these and show you my results with that. And speaking of showing you what I'm going to make with this, I figured we need a quick project out of the box. Since the silicone mold maker and the epoxy resin both are for other projects, I'm going to go ahead and make this kit. I realized the blue squares were tape for the bezel. I'm going to go ahead and use that and tape down the bezels. You want to make sure it sticks really well so you don't have any leakage. I started by applying a little bit of clear resin in the bottom and used a sticker in the center of the bigger one. And then I applied the white resin to the outer edge. Unfortunately, the sticker didn't survive the end process, but you'll see that later. I'm using a toothpick just to push out and make sure all the edges are fine. On the smaller one, I used pink UV resin. So I'm going to cure that under the light and get some coffee. Next up, I'm trying out the mold. I applied more of the white resin into the bottom of it. And I wanted to see how this resin reacted to glass beads, so I applied some in the center. And then I streaked it with gold mica powder and set it to cure. After the bezels came out of the first round under the light, I applied more of the white UV resin in the edges. And some more of the gold mica powder there. And next went in with the pink. I used gold seed beads on this one in the center. I used clear UV resin in the center of the smaller one and pulled that out to the edges. And added more of the gold beads in that one. Using my toothpick to push them out where I needed them to go. And you can see the beads set down in there on that first layer, so now I'm going over the top with some white UV resin along the outer edge. And I add pink to the inside. Then I use a toothpick to try and swirl the colors together. Under the light that goes. Then I decided to test out the beaker shaker mold, and I used opaque white seed beads for bubbles. I used a toothpick to push the bubbles where it needed to be and topped it off with clear resin. And I filled just the flat side of the mold and put that under the light. Once that was cured, I pulled it out and you can see my results. I like it. It's kind of an interesting effect. I just wanted to see what it would do. So it's back to the flowers. And I'm going in with a little bit of clear and applying some glitter, pushing that out to the edges. And then I used some pink resin that's not Sophie Toffee. It's a transparent pink resin we got off of Amazon, just to add a little bit on top of that one. Resin was so opaque you could barely see the seed beads in it. I didn't really care for the result of this, but I'm not going to let it go. This is a mold that I'm going to need practice with, so I decided to try again with the pink at the bottom and just see if I could get the pink and the white to make a gradient or swirl or something. So I couldn't let it go. I had to do at least one more time. Next, I tried my hand at the filled bezel, I guess you would call this one, and I applied again the white on the exterior edges of them. And you can see when I removed the bezel from the tape, the sticker just pulled off. So I just put another sticker on there and added a top coat of clear and set that into the light again. I added another layer of the white to pull in, and then drops of pink and started to swirl them into it. And I put another layer on the mold of the white and the pink. And domed everything with clear resin. The second attempt at the mold turned out a little bit better. I like it. I think I'm going to fill the inside of that one. Not really sure. Here's everything I made out of that kit that day. Everything was so easy to put together. There was very little smell on the UV resin. The resin itself was great. It was thick enough to work with, but thin enough to where the coats dried well. As you can see, I tried several different resins in the shaker mold. I used the pink translucent UV resin. And I used a black translucent resin. I need to get better with paying attention to the crease of the mold, as far as to make sure I don't get any bubbles along the edge, which is the problem that I was having. This is not with the mold, this is with me. I was worried that it'd be a little too small to shake, but I think it shakes rather well. As I said before, the flower mold is something I have to get used to and learn how to use properly, such as the colors distributing through the mold when I pour them, but I still like how it turned out. Even the first one that I messed up, I ended up turning into a magnet. I added some wire and some moss and just created a little thing with it since I don't throw anything away. Everything I got was so easy to work with. The resin was so smooth out of the bottle. The tips were great. The opacity of it surprised me, but in a good way. You can also go to their website and find tutorials on how to use everything and get inspired to make your own creations and see how other people are using their products. So I'm throwing my 2 cents in as well, that I loved everything from Sophie and Toffee. I'm going to hopefully have more videos of projects that I intend to use. The 3-to-1 resin and the silicone mold maker solution, and I will show those. So I thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe below, and turn on notifications so you can see when I upload new videos. And please check out my Dupla Art series where I do more with the toys that we unbox over on our Blind Bags channel. That'll be in the link down below as well. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.